Iran has just closed the single most important stretch of water on Earth, and the country that pushed it to this point is still firing missiles. From where we sit in Europe, that is the kind of sentence that should freeze a trading floor solid. Because roughly a fifth of the world's oil passes through the Strait of Hormuz, a channel narrower at points than the distance from Berlin to Potsdam. Here is what strikes an outsider. Washington talks about the Middle East as a place it manages, a board it moves pieces on. Berlin and Brussels talk about the Middle East as a place we depend on to keep the lights on and the factories running. Those are very different relationships to the same water. When the Iranian Revolutionary Guard announces the strait is shut until American intervention in the region ends, Americans hear a threat to their influence. Europeans hear a threat to their heating bills. Now the facts, calmly. The Revolutionary Guard says it fired warning shots at a ship, then stopped it, claiming vessels ignored orders to correct their route. The channel, it says, is closed until further notice, passage forbidden. American Central Command reports the Guard struck a Cyprus-flagged container ship. A United States official confirms a missile hit a merchant vessel and left it badly damaged. And the American military says it has now launched its third round of strikes on Iran this week, around 140 targets. The response rippled outward through the night. In Bahrain, air raid sirens. In the United Arab Emirates, the Defense Ministry says it intercepted Iranian rockets and drones. In Qatar, officials called the security situation grave before announcing the danger had passed. Iran's supreme leader, Mojtaba Khamenei, burying his killed father, is promising revenge. Donald Trump, meanwhile, says he is open to talks while warning of more strikes, which is, of course, the entire American posture in one breath, the door and the fist, held out at the same time. And this is the part that deserves a raised eyebrow. Only in mid-June, negotiators from Washington and Tehran agreed on a framework, 60 days to reach a permanent deal, a ceasefire since early April, and, tellingly, a clause demanding the Strait of Hormuz stay open for trade. That agreement is now being narrated over the sound of anti-aircraft fire. A ceasefire that never quite held, a framework overtaken by the very scenario it was written to prevent. From the European vantage point, the lesson is uncomfortably familiar. We are spectators to a confrontation whose consequences arrive on our doorstep first. In shipping insurance, in energy futures, in the price of everything that moves by sea. The two men holding the matches are in Washington and Tehran. The room that catches fire is the global economy, and no one has asked the people standing nearest the exits what they think. That's the view from here. What does it look like where you are? Drop it in the comments and subscribe for the perspective American media won't give you.